Hey everybody, what's going on? Hope you're having a safe and awesome week. In today's video, I'd like to talk about Kickstarter and a couple of projects that we've kind of looked at and seem really interesting. Definitely want to back some of these. I want to bring this to your attention because there's a lot of people that don't read your conventional comic. They really rely on Kickstarter for their comics and stuff like that. And to be honest, you can find some really cool stuff through Kickstarter. Most of the Comics Tribe stuff that I've talked about ad nauseum, I get all those from Kickstarter. And we just got Parallel from Kickstarter. Sean did. Read it. Really good comic. But anyway, I got a little list, about 4 of them on here that I'd like to talk about. The first one is one that's kind of caused a little bit of controversy with Kickstarter, and that is Berserker, that's done by Keanu Reeves, Matt Kent, and Boom Studios. Now, Boom Studios being kind of a big indie company, it was kind of strange to a lot of people that they would use Kickstarter, but I personally don't have a problem with this. I don't see a problem with this. I think this is just a better way to get your comic to people that, like I said, don't normally read your conventional, Marvel, DC, Image, Boom, Valiant, things like that. They just look at Kickstarter. So I think this is a really good idea. And the premise seems really cool. It's a half-mortal, half-god guy named Berserker. That's just how everybody knows him. And, after centuries of just blood-soaked violence, he decides to work for the U.S. government, and in exchange for doing jobs for the U.S. government, he's going to learn the truth of his existence, and more importantly, how to end it. Now, we all know Keanu Reeves. He's an awesome, breathtaking, if you will. So, really excited to see this. It's on Kickstarter right now till October 1st. It's already been funded. Go and check it out. I'll see if I can get Sean to put links at the bottom. If not, just go to Kickstarter and look up Keanu Reeves, because you can look up the Berserker part of it, but it's spelled, well, like this. I'll put a picture of it right here. Leave it up here for a few seconds so you can see if you want to check it out. So anyway, Berserker, Keanu Reeves and Boom Studios. Seems like going to be really awesome. The next one I got on my list is called Gaslighters. This is done by a guy named John Stewart, and I wanted to get a little more information because you can get so much from reading the page, but I wanted to talk to the man himself to see if there was something else I can tell people about it. And basically, what he told me was this is just him releasing this. He paid for it by selling off his own comic collection. So that's dedication. Like, cheers to you for that, dude. That's dedication right there. Basically, the premise of what this is it's set in the year 2041, where zombies and humans coexist. And there's been... It kind of sounds like a hybridization or a hybrid of human and zombie. There's a bounty hunter named Zoe Chase, and she was born a zombie. But she doesn't know very, very much about her own history. And she's going after a target, and the target basically tempts her and says he knows about her past and things like that. This is what I get from reading. But that one also, the last day to back it is going to be October 1st. And I'm planning on doing this very soon, backing that one. I just haven't gotten around to it yet, but I am going to back it as soon as I get it. Do an unboxing, do a review of it. It seems really interesting. The character Zoe Chase, if you can picture it, and I'll see if I can find a picture of it. I'll put it up here somewhere. But for me, she kind of looks like a Day of the Dead Harley Quinn. But anyway, the premise of this book got me really interested, and I'm really excited to read it. So anyway, that's Gaslighters. The next one I have is called Early Haunts by T.W. Burgess. And this is one Sean actually found. And the premise of this is it's a bunch of stories. I want maybe like an anthology, but it's a bunch of stories that actually inspired other famous books. One of the stories in here inspired Mary Shelley to write Frankenstein. So, just going back and reading some of these, and they had a couple pages on there for you to look at. The artwork is awesome. It's just really, again, really interesting premise. I haven't really seen it in anything. But that one it ends on November 6th. So we're going to see what we can do about that. Maybe be able to get our hands on a copy of that. And the last one that I want to talk about is apparently on a webtoon done by Justin Jordan and John, I want to say Amer or Amor. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong. It was a webcomic called Urban Animal. This is Volume 1. Volume 1, Season 1, I think is what it said. Now, it's not actually out on Kickstarter yet. I think they're fixing to release it. There wasn't a date on it yet, but I think the company itself is called Rocket Ship, or that's just what they're calling themselves. But right off the bat, I checked this out. I happened to see it through a Facebook ad, and the picture itself, and if I can find the picture, I'll put it up. But the picture itself is just a girl with like this weird claw coming out of her mouth. And instantly I was like, let me click on this and check this out. Didn't have a whole lot of information, have never actually heard about this before until I saw this picture. Anyway, that's Urban Animal. Not on Kickstarter yet, like I said. And just to run through the dates one more time, we have Berserker that ends October 1st. Gaslighters that also ends October 1st. Early Haunts that ends November 6th. And then this one, the Urban Animal, that's undetermined. That's all I got for y'all today. Let me know down in the comments, have y'all ever gotten a Kickstarter comic? Did you like it? Do you think it was worth it? Would you like to... Are you okay with big name companies getting on Kickstarter just to put their names out? I mean, everybody knows the names, but putting it out there to get more of the Kickstarter Indiegogo crowd into it, just leave me your thoughts down below. I'd love to hear them. But that's going to do it all for me. Stay safe. Stay healthy. We'll catch you next time. Later, tots.